I'm gonna go
Now
with
it's
juice.
And then the orange one is the mango juice. So as you can see, we're Fort Wayne Sports League. So FWSL is a business where we bring to Fort Wayne to make it closer. We want to bring tourism from all around the world to get involved and active with Fort Wayne. We have 5 different sports: flag football, wheelchair basketball, regular basketball, soccer, and volleyball. We also want FWSL. We want our children to look up to an adult as role models, so we decided to make this business for all ages. Here's our commercial. And some of these teams in this video are actually our Fort Wayne teams or Fort Wayne Leagues or teams in Indiana.
Okay, next part. Let's talk budget. The budget at first looks a little bit daunting, negative $1 million, a lot of money. But a majority of those expenses are one-time expenses. Like the building itself costs $1.25 million, the court costs $0.5 million, and after that, the profit margin should increase exponentially.
So the purpose of this building is, for this business, is we want your whole family to come out. So the reason why we decided to do all ages, because not all businesses do all ages, and we want your whole family to come out and just to make it fun. We want people from all around the world coming and joining to Fort Wayne. We want people to get involved with sports, and like I said from the beginning, we want our adults to be role models to our children so they can be more competitive. The objective of this business is we want people to come in and join teams from anywhere, have fun, get into sports, and bring a reputation in Fort Wayne, because right now we're listed as the 5th largest city in America.
Alright, our location is on 400 East Washington Boulevard. Yes, this building needs a lot of renovations, but it's on one of the busiest streets in Fort Wayne. It's down the street from the Hamilton Hotel and right across the street from the Lighthouse and Retirement Home. The demographics of the zip code 4682 is it has around 11,000 people. The average household has 2.3 people, and the average income from the households are around $26,000.
So our specific and logistics of this, we know that we're going to be having to pay our employees, and we know that the minimum wage in Fort Wayne is in Indiana is $7.25. We wanted to estimate around us paying our employees $12.50. Now, as far as us having to pay these referees each game, we haven't actually gotten more in depth yet about what we're paying our referee, but as far as us, we will research that and we will get a hold of you guys that you know. Our business will be open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. during the week.
Advertisement, we have Instagram, does some stuff about ourselves, and we have the print media, which is in front of you. It says a name, contact us. We have great sports, family fun. People against us: Speece, YMCA, the Plex. Speece has 8 basketball courts, a track and pools, big space. The Plex, they have AstroTurf to play soccer and flag football on. The Southplex, they have a puppet course and a batting cage. And the YMCA has pools, a weightlifting area, and 2 basketball courts. The strengths: the location, busy road. We hear that this would be about an entertainment area. We help the handicapped people play sports. We have healthy food, smoothies, yogurt, and good healthy snacks. We have 4 floors for all kinds of sports.
Some of the benefits our business brings to Fort Wayne is more attractions. With more attractions, you have more tourism. With more tourism, you have more jobs. And with more jobs, you have a better economy.
So to conclude this, all FWSL comes
Comes
together,
together,
plays
plays
together,
together, achieves together.
Okay, I'm gonna start out just because I'm a financial person. I underwrite business loans for a living. When you mentioned the numbers being in a negative million, assets aren't shown on your financial statements, they're shown on your balance sheet, so you'll have to go back and
Okay.
either say this is your balance sheet or remove it.
Okay.
So, you mentioned your competitors. How are you going to be different than them for people to come to you guys and not go to Spees?
Well, like we bring all those sports together in one facility rather than splitting them up between the Y and the Plex, you know. So they're all in one central location.
And we also do all ages as well, because not every business it has like they'll probably do elementary, middle school, and high school. Where we have adult league and like 15 of us.
And there's a little sports bar side to it. This is the main building, which you saw in the picture. There's 2 buildings next to it for like offices and stuff like that. We're planning to have like a smoothie machine in there and employees working there.
Just to sell like snacks, just in case like, they get hungry or whatever, they can just walk right. But we'll have it to where as far as when we get the building in order and everything, we were gonna make it to where it's like a walkway, because it actually is a walkway, but it's like the way it looks, it was kind of messed up, whatever. So we wanted to make it to where we can like actually walk through that building, from our building to that building, so that they can go into that bar. And we'll also be having like a little small gift shop as well inside it, so just to help out the business more.
I'll go next. Really like your guys' location. I've been in that building. It's really cool. So you guys started realistically. I really like that. You guys started knowing that you're going to spend a lot of money to get this started up. No other group has done that. They're like, we're going to just make this much money. Like, how are you going to get to that far? So I really like that. As far as your advertisement, we noticed this on your guys' flyer, even with the last group as well. Make sure when you guys are putting your flyers, everything is centered. Make sure it's appealing to the eye, because the first thing I saw was that this is over to the left a little bit and not like just dead center the way it should be. That's basically all my questions for now.
I really like this idea of the fitting kids physically active. I was a special ed teacher for 12 years, so the handicapped people kind of stung just a little bit. Use people first language, that way we're not alienating entire populations. So you want to say individuals with special needs or unique needs, those type of things. But I kind of missed how your business is going to actually help them. Like, what is it that you're going to have that serves this population?
We don't know right now, but we will let you know as soon as possible.
Okay, so that was just that's one of your goals, is that you will also have something for,
Yes.
I was just thinking of the pool. I had a student with cerebral palsy, and the pool has to be a certain temperature for him to even be submerged in it, and I had to have special lifting in a minute. So I mean, then you just added probably, I have no idea how much it cost, probably a lot, $20,000-$30,000 to get this lift. So just kind of keep that in mind when you are with your advertising. You want to use people first language. But I thought you did a great job. Just you don't want to offend people during your advertising.
4 floors? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I don't know that building.
It's got the guy who goes up with a ramp.
Is it the old Yamaha bike shop? Is that something right? Right down the corner by the
No, it's
412?
right next to 412. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
right next
yeah,
to 412.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that
Right
thing
next
has
to
a big
412.
banner across it. It's
Yeah,
always for
yeah,
sale.
yeah.
You know what it is,
That's
Victor.
4 floors?
Mm-hmm.
It used to be Woodson's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's the Yamaha. Yeah,
I know there's a ramp that goes up from the first floor to the. I haven't been through the whole thing, but I've been like we were gonna do an event in there once. And we were
Soccer field, football, what else?
Basketball.
Basketball. Is that big enough?
I think was it the first floor was, and then it was like some of the floors like the roof started to get smaller. That's why we wanted to put the basketball at the bottom row because of the hoops being so tall. And we're having a training on the 4th floor, which is top. We decided that because we wanted to do a fitness, but then we thought that it's a lot of fitness there, places in Fort Wayne. So we decided that when you came in, we were going to do that training area for them for the
Have you been, did you go see the building? I mean,
Yes,
Yeah,
actually, he did
Good
go
for
see
you.
it, and we have pictures.
That's pretty cool. 4-4s. Leagues. You talk big about leagues, and you want to bring people from all over. And I mean, is this a every week league? Or you?
We don't actually know for right now, but we know that it'll probably be seasonal. So we don't really actually know right now. But
Okay.
we'll find out soon.
Well, you got to be good at this. Because I can tell you from bowling, leagues equal commitment, and people today are really not big on that commitment. They don't like to be told they're going to be somewhere every Wednesday at a certain time. They're not real hot about that, but I like it. I mean, I like the thing. So I could come join the league, a football league.
And because we know right now we actually got a hold of for our, as far as like our smoothies and yogurts and stuff, we got a hold of I can't remember what it was called. I think it was a smoothie place in Jefferson Point. We got a hold of as far as how much it would cost, as far as the machines, what we have to do as far as cleaning, maintenance, and everything. We got a hold of the why as far as how much the courts and everything will cost. We got a hold of Speeds about the equipment, how much they have to pay for it as well, and how much they usually may come out each year as far as teams. Because they say they have 25 teams, and we decided that we think we want to do 5 teams each league.
Each league. Good people, okay. And then you think your staff, you mentioned the referees more than anything, so you got to pay the referees.
Yes. We're going to need.
And then how about people to
Yes,
run your smoothie?
We're gonna need people that actually know how to do smoothies, actually work with the machines and know how to use them. We're also gonna be needing trainers, coaches for the teams, and we're gonna need another
Wow.
manager as well.
So, moving on.
That's a lot.
So he asked about a bowling league. How much does it cost to do a league here? We just noticed that you guys didn't tell us anything about what it costs.
Well, it would take some kind of staff to organize it, obviously. So
Well,
that
like
would-
it costs for someone coming in. Like, what would I pay to play a league? I don't think you
I
guys
think
really
it
touched
was,
on your guys' price.
For the younger ages, it would be lower, like $90. You know, if you're like a late elementary school kid, and then it slowly goes up as you get older. Because we don't want to be charging
right.
a 9-year-old kid. $250.
It costs you a fortune,
We need a
really.
silver slipper league.
Guys, I had a couple of things too. You mentioned you were doing the demographic just for that area code. I'd increase your zip codes around there, get higher income, because $11,000 a year isn't. I think is that what you used? It was 11 or something roughly, whatever it was. But
26.
that's obviously not enough. And I appreciate the fact that you guys want to pay more than minimum wage, because not to get political, I think it's too low too. But how did you guys come up with $12.50?
We
That's
wanted-
$5 more an hour. I mean, all your employees are going to be minimum wage.
Then listen
'cause,
to
like,
the mayor.
some employees are going to be minimum wage, because, not very intensive jobs and whatnot, young kids like our ages and whatnot. But some, like managers, you'd have to pay them more like $20 an hour, so we like even it out.
Average.
Yeah, averaged out.
I like the fact, this is kind of on the side, but you have one advertising source is Instagram. And I've heard and again, I don't know because I don't know these, but I've heard when you start, and then I think it's a good idea when you start advertising on either Instagram or Facebook, it's always good to start with one and not with every single one. Then you get to master the one before you move on to another. So I think that's good. I don't know, I'm not on Instagram, so I'm not too familiar with Instagram, but I'm sure. But I like that idea, to master the one and then move on. And then, and again, you just kind of dumb this down for me. What is the difference between you and the Y? The Y is 3 blocks away from you guys there. And then not only that, we've mentioned the people with special needs. You got the Turnstone, which is 5 minutes away from that as well. And they're gigantic. I don't know where you would separate yourself. So why would I go there versus for the Y or the Turnstone or?
Well, the Y, they focus more on like fitness, and we focus more on the we aspect of it. Because the Y, it's like you go there to get fit or swim or take a class, and ours is like you join the league to join a team.
So it's more like a life coach type.
Yeah.
And we also did as part as like if this business actually got somewhere, we wanted to do as far as like in the future, like see if we could bring like programs and camps in as well for actually doing that.
I think maybe you had a good idea. You could just zero in on an age bracket where it could be geared towards retirement, senior citizens that are looking for social outlets, because a lot of them might have families that have moved away, or they can't, or they're not keeping in touch with the friends. It's a way for them to be social without having, you know, once a week they get to go see their friends type thing. It's just an idea. 'Cause we haven't heard that yet.
And that's why, like, we were questioning your name. Like, your name says sports league, but then you're thinking the life coaching aspect of it too, where maybe you do one or the other, you know, because the life coaching thing through sports sounds great, but then it's more of not just leagues, it's more of like building you in sportsmanship, because that's what I mean, the smoothie bar and the fitness stuff and it's more like a body thing, you know what I'm saying? So maybe even that, because it's a great idea, and then it makes it different from like the Plex and places like that if you focus more on that aspect of it.
I like the league idea. I mean, that's huge. I always like to tell a story about it. I had a friend of mine that joined a bowling league with me, and his dad said, "Why in the world would you join a bowling league? It's way too long." And he said, "Well, you know, I enjoy it." And his dad said, "You should never do that." He said, "Well, Dad, you did a bowling league as well." He's like, "Yeah, but I hated it." He said, "How long did it?" "I did it for 17 years because he got into the league, got used to it, and got paying it. But as soon as you commit to it, like Vic was saying, you end up staying it forever." So those leagues are key to get those go up and going. If you can do, like she said, the senior citizen, I think that's a great idea. You should take that idea.
Yeah, like with our budget, just because the nature of the business, you know, it's the profit is going to increase yearly because, you know, through advertisement and through word of mouth, you know, you bring more people in and things like that.
I will say right now, I play Fair Play Volleyball League, and as you get like into adults, like you were talking about, it would get more expensive as you go. I would almost think it would be the opposite, because when you have smaller kids, you're gonna want coaches to be there, but as you get to be adults, you don't have to hire a coach, we just go out and have fun and play, kind of a thing. So you might consider kind of flip-flopping that. Like I pay, it's a 8 or a 9 week league, and if you do an early bird thing, it's $240 per team. So I pay.
They love those early birds.
Yeah, I know, right? And you can pay it the first night you go in. That still counts as an early bird. So like I pay $40 every 8 weeks, which is pretty cheap. I mean, I'm like, I can't go to a gym for that. So just keep that in mind. You might want to think about flip-flopping those.
I think if you do a retirement crowd, you could shorten your business hours, open a little earlier, close a little earlier, because they're not out and about after dinner normally. So that could cut down your expenses. You could do away with the trainers and just have a social director on site that could help them sign up for leagues or try something different. You do have a retirement center right down the street from you, which used to be in the old Holiday Inn building. If you're familiar, I don't know. What's the name of it now?
Lamplight? Is it Lamplight?
Is it right across the street?
Is that it?
Actually right
Yeah.
across the street.
So that could be your
Yeah,
first customers right there, so.
actually not bad.
And the reason why we did chose that was because of that nursing home being right across the street. And then also when we have our leagues and we have people coming in and need places to stay, we have Hamilton Hotel, which is actually a nice school, right down the street. So it's not that far.
The last thing too, I'll say this, but I'll be quiet. The juice thing too. I think you should, next time you guys come, have an ideas for more specifics on the juices. So there's like 4 juice bars downtown right now. There's one right around the corner from you guys called, I think it's called Jai Juice, J-A-I Juice. That's right around the corner from you. And then you have Beat Street, which is right downtown. And you got another one, that little new shopping center. They got one there. Hell, I don't know if I'm missing any more. That's at least 3 of them right there. So come up better with some ideas, with some ideas about what specifically would you do. Because I'm huge. I think we could talk about organic stuff. I'm huge organic. I mean, actually, I'm 100% organic. So I won't even drink this because I don't know what's in it. Because I'm 100%. It sounds weird, but I'm 100% organic.
It's not bad, try it.
I don't know what was on it, but maybe it's good.
I'm sure it was good.
They had a juice bar at the old YWCA.
Yes,
That was
they
the
did.
old, that was an orphanage one time. What was that?
Oh,
Anyway, on Wells and,
Yeah, that's a beautiful gem.
yeah, they had a juice bar. I went down with with your mentor there and beat him at racquetball.
Come on, man.
So, but, yeah, if, I don't know who you'd get a hold of there, because they've closed it up, but they could probably give you some ideas, but they had a lot of,
What's the school now?
No,
It was
Jason.
good.
No, Jason Rubin has it now. You know that?
Oh,
Jason
does he?
Jason Rubin owns.
yeah, you might find
that
somebody that has
idea.
juice bars and find out like how much they make off of that while they have it. And it might be substantial for you, it might help you out a lot. But I like